Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So this week we are celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. And because we are doing that, I wanted to focus on something called a sarape. A sarape is kind of like a shawl that you wear. It's kind of like a blanket. And so I am going to show you guys two different ways to make a sarape. The first way is if you have construction paper, we want you to use your construction paper. Here is Lily's. And we got a little bit of yarn at the bottom. If you don't have yarn, don't worry about it. You can leave the yarn off.
You can use string if you have string.
Yeah, you can use anything down there, including paper. And here is my sarape. Sarapes are all about layering. Do you see how I layered the yellow squares on top of the black one?
I layered the triangles with the yellow strip and hearts at the top and polka dots at the bottom.
And not only is it about layering, it's also about
having fun.
And a pattern. We want you guys to use patterns to create your sarape. Now, some of you guys are thinking, hey, I don't have construction paper. Is that okay, Lily?
Mm-hmm.
What else can they do?
They can make one like this.
Yes, so we took a piece of paper, I drew lines, and I just colored it in.
With color pencil.
Or anything you have at home.
But I don't suggest using markers.
Yes, markers tend to bleed, and we're just not a fan of coloring with markers. Outlining with markers is really good. Put it down. All right, let's go into the studio and show you guys how to make these works of art. All right, we are in the studio. Lily, what do we have laid out?
School glue, which is from when I was in kindergarten, and it used to be scissors. Stick glue, because obviously that might be better. A notebook of construction paper.
And what else?
Yarn.
Yarn. And what are we going to be making today? It's called a sarape. Alrighty, and this is only option number 1. If you don't have yarn, don't worry about it. You don't have to use yarn. If you don't have construction paper, I'm going to make another video showing you guys how to make it without construction paper. But I feel like a lot of you guys do have construction paper. So let's clear this off.
And let's clear.
Right there. Okay. All right, Lily, what color do you want the bottom of your sarape to be?
Wait.
You want it to be black?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like the pictures I showed you. We're actually going to use a lot of this construction paper here. All right, and then I think I want the bottom of mine. Okay, now we're going to need a little bit of all of the colors.
Yep. But you cannot use the same color. You can only do it on top of it.
All right, I'm going to use that one. Alright, Lily, so this is the base of yours. This is what everything will be glued onto. So my friends at home, the next step was to make different lines. So we aren't going to just make different lines, we are going to make patterns. Pattern is an art element. Pattern means something that repeats, whether it's the shape or the
color.
That's right.
I am going to use a pencil to draw my lines because I can't.
I think that is a very good idea, Lily. Here's your pencil to help you draw lines. Okay, so when we cut this paper, do we draw a line in the middle of the paper right here?
No.
Do we draw it at the bottom edge of the paper?
You do it at the top and then you go all the way down.
So that we are helping to save the paper because we are paper
superheroes.
That's right. All right, so I'm going to keep the black over here for me. How about I cut all of these colors in half, and you have half, and I have half.
Yeah.
will you hold that edge?
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Awesome. All right, now my friends
This
at
one
home.
will be mine.
Okay. My friends at home, please don't make the lines like this. You need to make them like this so that they'll fit perfectly on your piece of paper.
Oh.
Could you make wiggly lines?
Yeah.
Can you make zigzag lines?
Yeah.
Could you make straight lines?
I don't suggest doing that.
Oh, I'm going to make some straight lines.
I'm not going to make any.
All right. Are you ready to do some fast forwarding?
You.
All right. So, my friends, this is what I was talking about. Please don't do it this direction. Make sure you do it this direction so it fits all the way across the page.
I forgot.
Is it okay, though?
Yeah, you can always erase it. Use pencil only. You're using that glue?
Yep. Just make sure you don't use a lot.
Dot, not a lot, baby dots of glue.
That's right. Thank you, Lily.
No, I will.
All right, Lily. I want to make a bunch of circles. Do you want to see my art teacher hack?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to fold the paper.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
And fold it. And then when I cut, if I fold it one more time,
You get multiple circles.
yep, tons and tons of circles.
I want tons and tons of circles.
All right, I think we're going to stop the recording here and we will be back with a finished
Piece
lily,
of paper.
and we will show you guys how to add the yarn if you have yarn. Okay, stop.
You need. We are back with our finished papers.
Yes, our papers are done, and we also have, what's this?
Yarn!
Yarn. If our friends at home do not have yarn, is that okay?
Yeah, you can also use string.
String, or you don't have to add anything at all.
Or you can use some ribbon if you want.
Ribbon, yes. All right, so
If you have some. If you don't have any of those, it's okay.
yes, I was experimenting with different things to make holes in my paper. I don't have a hole punch. If you guys have a hole punch would be the best possible solution. If you have adults to help you, you can use a pair of scissors to poke a hole, but students, please, you must have an adult to help you do that. It's very, very dangerous.
I'm using a pencil and it's owie sharp.
Yes, so we got a pencil and we super sharpened the pencil to a really good point.
If you want to close.
Too close. All right, and so if we take this pencil, we can, no, we can poke it through and it gives us a nice perfect hole. So, Lily, should we poke holes really, really close together?
No.
Should we space them apart?
Ow, yes.
You gotta go poke in between your fingers.
I'm only using one. No, I put it too close.
Okay, you gotta push it up.
Oh, I'll make a new one.
Hold on, maybe. You work on your holes. I'm going to get me some yarn.
Are you going to use those 3 colors that I'm going to use?
I'm just going to use white yarn.
I mean, all 4. I'm using all 4.
Alright, so I get a piece of yarn that is about 4 inches long. I'm going to fold this yarn in half. And I actually want to make sure that all my yarn is close to the same size. So I want to pull a bunch. Okay, so I've pre-cut a bunch of them. And I'm probably going to have to cut a lot more. We're going to fold it in half. And the dot that we created, I'm going to put it on top, take my pencil, and help poke it through. Then, alright, let me get this closer. You see how there's this loop?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to take the tails, and we're going to put the tails through the loop and pull tight, but not too tight that it rips the paper. And now we have cute little tassels on the edge of our carpet. Is that pretty easy?
I don't know how to tie.
You're not tying. There's no knots.
Oh.
It's just a loop.
Oh, I understand now.
Good.
String through. How am I gonna put it through?
You poke with the pencil. You put it on top of the hole. You poke it through the hole. Pull. Don't quite pull it all the way. And stick the strings through it.
Well, I'm trying, but my pencil's going through.
Your pencil is supposed to go through.
No, look.
Oh, did you fold it in half? No, you don't send the end through.
Oh.
You fold this in half. Put this on the hole. All right, my friends. So we are done. Remember, yours does not have to look exactly like mine. If you don't have construction paper, stick around. I'll show you what else to do. If you don't have yarn, it's okay. Just remember to repeat. What is that repeat thing called? It's a pattern. Okay, guys? This is what I want to see on your beautiful sarape. All right, guys. Happy creating.